Day. And I try. Unfortunately, the rope keeps breaking. So I traveled to Kentucky recently while I was down there. And so a friend of mine, Maria, I hadn't seen in a while. And she tells me, "Oh, Shawn, I just started dating this new guy, Dave, and he's a vegetarian." And I was like, "Oh, well, why'd you start dating a vegetarian?" She's like, "Well, at my age, I've got to start thinking about what I put in my body." So when I talk to a lot of vegetarians I know, I try to talk to them and they get me, a little more into thinking about the environment, try to be conscious, not just about what you eat, but also how what you eat gets made. And I've come to realize from talking to them that if trees had the ability to talk, they'd spend an awful lot of time yelling at dogs. So the cool thing though about when you're in Kentucky is, we're from the Northeast, we like to make fun of Southerners, but the Southern draw is actually really nice, because when you use it, you enunciate your words, so people actually know what you're saying, which is a great refreshing change from New Jersey. And it's like a lot of the slangs that, have just come in the last couple of years. Like, people can't even say bro. I remember it used to be bro. Now it's not even bro. People don't even have time for bro anymore. Just brah. Hey, brah. Like they're an angry drag queen yelling at their assistant. Hey, brah! Well, that's cool. So I ran into this one guy I know, Robert, the other day. And so he's like, "Hey, Shawn, I'm cooking tonight. What time are you coming for dinner?" I'm like, "Well, really never, because food doesn't excite me that way." Whenever I end up, though, talking to him, it's really difficult because he's incredibly pessimistic and he's also dyslexic. So he's convinced that the entire world is this. That's cool. Well, I don't know if any of you like gambling. I actually invented, with a couple of my friends, a new form of gambling about a month ago. It's called thread betting. See, here's what you do. You go onto your Facebook page and you put an article up about either Israel or Palestine, and you start taking bets about how long until the comment thread gets racist. Most of my friends go over to save money at 2. I'm a bit of a gambler, so I'll risk 4 comments. But as well as research that joke, I like to learn about different cultures. So one of the things I like to read a little bit about Islam. What I always find interesting is that if you're a Muslim, you are mandatorily, you have to go on the Hajj, which has never changed. And the Hajj, to go there, you have to go to the nation of Saudi Arabia, you have to go to the city of Mecca. And it always considered me really weird, because Mecca is in Saudi Arabia, which is one of the most inhospitable places on the entire planet. And you gotta wonder, was maybe Islam started as a way to boost tourism in the Middle East? Yeah, but I don't want to get down on that, because a lot of people, find new religions. A lot of people in America, they're actually, as they learn more about Islam, some people are actually finding that it appeals to them, a lot of young people. And, this might continue to grow over the next couple of years, but there's probably going to be some older generations who are really upset about this. So I'm imagining it's going to be interesting when we reach a time when young women abstain from sex and alcohol to piss off their fathers. But I'm not just going to go that way, because I think, religion goes lots of different ways. We have the internet, we're a globalized world, so new cultures. I'm wondering if in the next couple of years, the toughest prison gangs in like Turkey and Egypt are going to be made up entirely of people who converted to Judaism. It's like, the most brutal gang, the kosher killers, first they circumcise you, then they kill you. But I don't want you to think that, it just goes that it's just violence. Because, a lot of people take religion for peaceful reasons. Buddhism, a lot of people around the world, hippies picked it up first in the 60s, but it spread to a lot of people of all different varieties who just, don't like violence. They take some interest in Buddhism, which, I can imagine that there's going to be a scene a couple of years from now, just in an apartment in Cairo. Omar, get out here! What have you been doing? I wasn't doing anything, Dad. I was just thinking about Buddha and the Eightfold Path. Son, I'm tired of this. I don't want to hear about any more Buddhism in this house. Want, Dad? Want? Don't you know the first thing Buddha taught us was to free yourself from the human emotion of desire? Oh my God. As I'm driving on the highways, I don't know if any of you guys have seen the really obnoxious sign, you drive, you text, you pay. And I think this motto is good for promoting safe driving, but it's also good at explaining to young people how you acquire narcotics. We know who likes drugs in this audience. Speaking of drugs, I guess the last thing, it's when I was in Kentucky, it amazed me, they're like here, marijuana is illegal, but head shops, 100% legal. They're all over this town. And what I find interesting is like, if you keep weed illegal, but keep head shops legal, it's like, okay, we're going to keep murder illegal. We're going to keep it illegal. But we're going to open up a new chain of stores called Lou's Problem Solvers that specializes in dirt, shovels, rope, and quicklime. Yeah, good. Welcome to Lou's. The shovels are over there. We got that concrete so you can extend your deck. Yeah. We got all that soundproof isolation so you can rehearse with your band in your basement. Thank you very much for your time. My name is Shawn Barron.